everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Priscilla, and this is the Carnivore Journey. If you are new to my channel, I just want to say welcome, and if you've been following me all along, thank you for your continued support. So, as you can tell, we are officially in the month of October, and I'm so excited about October, and I absolutely love it. If you can tell by the few things that I did on my set, and of course, I'm wearing my Halloween sweater. So in this video, I have a lot to cover because it is my September wrap up, and then we are going to head into my monthly goals for the month of October. So before we do that, if you are new to my channel, let me tell you a little bit about me and why I came up with the Carnivore Journey. For over 10 years, I have struggled with my weight. I have done every yo-yo diet you can think of. I lost a little bit of weight here, then I would lose a little weight there, and then no matter what happened, I always gained it back. I did everything that you could think of. Take this pill, drink this shake, take this class, you name it, I did it. And I absolutely had no success for a long term. So in 2020, I knew about carnivore, and so I started doing carnivore, and I had a lot of success. But unfortunately, during that time, there was just a whole lot of things that were going on. Sometimes I would go to the store and there would be meat on the shelf, and other times there wouldn't. So I had to put carnivore on hold. Then in 2021, I decided to go back on my diet, but I didn't do carnivore for whatever reason, and I came up with my own diet. I had some success. I weighed 250 pounds at the time that I started my diet, and I dropped down to 176, which was my smallest by far in so many years, and I was very pleased with myself. But once again, time went on, and I just continued to gain weight. I became very discouraged and said, no more, I'm going back to carnivore. And that's exactly what I've been doing for over 2 months, now going into my 3rd month. When I tell you that this has been the easiest weight loss journey I have ever been on, it definitely has. At first, it is a mental battle. You have to be able to mentally tell yourself and remind yourself why you are doing what you are doing and what you want to get out of carnivore. The first couple of weeks, I did battle with temptations, cravings, but like anything new, it takes practice and it takes time. And I'm so glad that I stuck with it because I feel absolutely amazing. So that is the reason why I started carnivore, because not only did I want to help myself, but I wanted to help other people who are in the same boat as I am, who have struggled and has done every kind of diet you can think of with no success. So I hope that you continue to follow me, and I hope you continue to get inspiration from these videos as you watch me go through my journey on the carnivore journey. So let's get into the month of September and go over the goals that I had set for myself and see how I did for this month. And then I'm going to introduce you to the month of October and then do my September wrap up. So let's get started. When I did my 2nd month goals, these were some of the goals that I had come up with. And the first one that I came up with, I wanted to continue documenting my journey. And I did that the whole time. I weighed myself weekly, I took my pictures, and I made these videos. So every single week I was documenting. So I'm going to check that one off for the month of September. My second goal is I wanted to lose 6 pounds. I just felt like that was a very reasonable goal to lose. When I was doing research, it said that a safe goal or a safe number to lose each and every week was between 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds a week. So I thought that that was a good number, and I just kind of stuck with that. So did I lose my 6 pounds? Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, when I started off the month of September, I weighed 195.6 pounds. When I did my last weigh-in for the month of September, I was down to 186.0. So I actually lost 9.6 pounds. So not only did I meet that goal, but I exceeded that goal. So I'm pretty proud of myself. I also wanted to walk 20 minutes twice a week. Unfortunately, if you have been following me, you know that the first 2 weeks of September, I was not able to walk. I was taken to the hospital, I was admitted into the hospital, and then a week after getting out of the hospital, I did nothing but lay around and try to recover. That was the week that I did my fasting. We did go over fasting that week and all the benefits of fasting, and during that time, I just wasn't walking. So I'm going to carry this goal on to next month. So I'm going to put an X because I only started walking the last 2 weeks of the month, where I was doubling up, where I was walking anywhere between 5 and 6 times a week. So I'm going to put an X and carry that for the month of October. My fourth goal was I wanted to try 2 new carnivore recipes. I follow a lot of carnivore groups on Facebook, and some of the things that I read are people are constantly saying, what else is there to do? I'm so burnt out. I don't want to eat any more ground beef. What other options are there? And so I wanted to make it my goal this month to learn more recipes so that I could share with anyone who's starting out on carnivore that there are a lot of options. And so that's exactly what I did, and I'm going to share those recipes with you in this video. So I'm going to mark that one off. All right. In this month, I did talk to you about the carnivore breakfast muffin recipe, and this was a very quick and easy recipe. It didn't require a lot, and it took less than an hour from start to finish with just a handful of ingredients like a dozen eggs, butter, meat, cheese, salt, and of course a muffin pan and muffin liners. So I'm going to leave this up for just a few seconds, so if you want to write it down, screenshot, whatever you want to do. This was definitely a great recipe, and I enjoyed not only making it but eating the muffins as well. All right, so let's move on. The next one is my carnivore breakfast omelet. I absolutely love omelets. They are my go-to. Even before I started carnivore, anytime I would go eat breakfast anywhere, I always ordered an omelet because I just love them. So the ingredients are just 3 eggs, meat, salt, butter, cheese, and a skillet. So let's just go through it real quick. You're going to crack your eggs into a large bowl. You'll add salt and you'll whisk your eggs. Cook your chosen meat. Whether you want to use bacon, sausage, or beef, the choice is yours. Shred the cheese of your choice. Now, I don't buy pre-shredded cheese, and I did explain that in the last video. When you buy pre-shredded cheese, it has extra ingredients in it, so make sure you buy block cheese so that you can shred it yourself. Whether it's Parmesan, mozzarella, cheddar, whatever you want, or even a couple of different kinds of cheese, the choice is yours. Heat your skillet and add the butter. Once the butter is melted, add your eggs, add your meat into the skillet, and then top with cheese. Cook the omelet and then fold it over. Top with more cheese if you like. I like to top mine with sour cream, but that is optional, and if you do, make sure you use Daisy because Daisy doesn't have any extra ingredients, and of course, it's carnivore approved. So let's talk a little bit about the pork rind nachos. I did introduce those in my last video because football season definitely has started up. We love football, and I wanted to feel like I could still pig out, no pun intended, and enjoy eating football snacks. So we came up with the pork rind nachos. So here is the ingredients for that. You need to use a bag of Max pork rinds, your choice of meat, once again, bacon, sausage, ham, turkey, you name it, it's up to you. Cheese, not pre-shredded, Daisy sour cream, a large serving dish, and of course, salt. So let's go ahead and start talking about my 3rd month goals. We are officially in October, and I'm very excited about October. As you can tell, I absolutely love October, as you can see by the set and by my sweatshirt and my earrings. I'm definitely excited about this month. It's going to start getting cooled off, have a lot of fun, wonderful events. So I have some really fun and great goals that I've made for myself. So of course, I'm going to continue to document my journey. That is going to be a goal that I carry on each and every month from here on out. So that is just a given. I'm going to weigh myself, take my pictures, and of course, make these videos not only for you, but for myself as well. My second goal is I want to lose 6 pounds. If I can lose 6 pounds, I will officially be down at 180 pounds. And by that, I would have lost over 33 pounds by the time I started carnivore. Unbelievable. I have no words on the success that I'm having with this new way of eating and this wonderful journey that I'm on. So I want to lose 6 more pounds. My third goal is I'm going to continue to walk 20 minutes twice a week, but I've been feeling so good. I might even walk 3, 4, 5 times a week. Who knows? But the minimum is twice a week. And for my last goal, I'm going to start using some dumbbells. And of course, I'm only going to do 5 pounds. I'm not doing anything strenuous. I don't want to do anything to strain my body or overdo anything, especially while I'm still in the process of healing my back. But as I'm losing weight, I do want to tone up. So I'm going to start toning up my arms and kind of go from there and see how that goes. And for my last goal that I did not write down, if I get down to 180 pounds, I will be treating myself to a night out of the town to a Brazilian steakhouse dinner. So I'm definitely going to meet this goal this month. Let's go on to some of the wonderful things that we went over in the month of September, because we went over a lot. We talked a lot about fasting and some of the benefits of fasting. Fasting is wonderful, and I did fast in September. And the reason I did that is not because I wanted to lose weight, it's because I was having some issues and I was trying to get my body to heal naturally. And during that week, I did lose 5 pounds. And in the second week, I didn't lose any weight. And that was just because I was continuing to heal and laying around and I wasn't being as active. Some of the benefits to fasting is it helps to slow down the aging process. And not only does it help you lose weight, but it also helps you to repair your body naturally. Another thing that I went over this month was autophagy, and I gave the illustration about what autophagy was is by using, if you had a report and you had to write a report and you went to your desk, and when you looked around at your desk, you noticed that it was a mess, and your desk represented your cell, and all the things that were cluttering up your desk were the junk within the cell. If you didn't see it, please go back and watch that video. It is it's very informative, and I think you could get a lot out of it. And so this was the quote that I had picked that week. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. And I chose that because sometimes we talk about the things that we want to do. We talk about our goals, and that's all we do. We talk about them so much that we never start doing it. And before we know it, days and weeks and months have gone by, and even years have gone by, and they're going, man, why haven't I gotten started? So if there's something that you're wanting to do and you're passionate about it, stop talking about it and just start doing it. You'll be glad you did, because I am so happy that I started doing it. I have been talking about doing carnivore and doing YouTube for over a year, and that's all that I was doing. And it wasn't until 9 weeks ago that I just stopped talking about it and I started making these videos. And every day I'm so grateful that I am doing this, and I'm so far into it now. Another quote, because I was down on myself for not losing weight my second week of September, even through everything that I was going through, and I had to remind myself and have a conversation and say, Priscilla, some weeks you're gonna lose and some weeks you're not, but you know, you didn't gain all your weight in one day. You won't lose it in one day, so be patient with yourself. And I have to remind myself of that. Some days the scales will be your best friends, and some days they will be your worst enemies, but you can't allow that to dictate your success on carnivore. Look how your clothes are fitting. Look how your skin is looking, the energy you have, and the way you're sleeping at night. Don't just look at the scale. You do, you're going to start becoming discouraged. And when you become discouraged, then what happens is you want to give up. And I just want to say, don't give up. You're not going to lose it all in one day because you didn't gain it all in one day. It's going to take time. So give yourself time. Be loving to yourself. Be patient with yourself. It's going to happen. The other quote that was very inspiring to me for the month of September is, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And I told you about how I was hurt at my job. And even though during that time I didn't really like what was going on, and it was hard, and all the medical bills and doctor's visits, that instead of being down on myself and being down on the situation, I turned it around. I made a bad situation into something good, and this is where this YouTube channel came from. This is where Carnivore came from, and I am so very grateful. Yes, in the moment I didn't like it, but there was a bigger plan for me. There was something bigger on the other side. So I am very grateful. In a very strange way, I'm very grateful for the things that did happen. And the last quote that I want to say for the month of September to wrap that up is, the way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain. And that is so true. If you want something good out of carnivore, sometimes you have to give up the bad in order for the good to come of it. You know, when I first started carnivore, I just felt like it was so restricted, and I was like, man, this is going to be hard. This is going to be hard. But as I continued to go through it, I just noticed that absolutely it is the best thing that could have ever happened. And it gets easier and easier every single day. Every day that I look in the mirror, every day that I have energy that is just flowing out of me constantly. I'm so glad that I was able to get through the storm, because the rainbow and the success and everything that is happening right now has definitely been worth the storm. And I'm not saying that there's not going to be other storms that come up, but that's just a part of life. Sometimes things are hard, and you've just got to keep on going, and you just got to keep getting through it. So those are my quotes, and those were the things that I was going through the month of September. September definitely had a lot of ups. It definitely had some downs, but I'm very proud of what I've done. I'm very proud of the work that I put into this month. I'm proud of everything that has come out, going from 195.6 to down to 186.0. That is absolutely amazing. I can't say anything better, because I'm so pleased with how everything is going. So let me just tell you a little bit about what's been going on with this week. This week has been great. I've been doing my walking. I did my weigh-in. Just another busy week at work, and everything's been absolutely amazing. And I hope that you will continue to tune in each and every week so you can continue to see my journey. And I just want to say thank you so much for all of your support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell for your notifications so that you never miss one of my videos. Thank you again for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful week. I'm your host, Priscilla, and this is the Carnivore Journey. Until I see you again, bye.